Transformation Thursday. This is a collab started by Transforming Melody and Spanky Cola Rhonda. Make sure you check out these ladies and all the other wonderful participants in our weekly weigh-in and our transformation. And what it is we're supposed to talk about how we've transformed from the inside out, mind, body, and soul. And basically, it all started, they wanted us to say how the Lord has changed our lives. So, let me get started by saying that if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Make sure you check out my playlist. I'll have a playlist of all the Transformation Thursdays. I also have other videos on recipes and the weight loss journey. I do have some DIYs and organization, not as much as I do on this health living journey. So, and I call it a healthy living journey because it's not really all about my weight loss. It's about being healthy. In the beginning of my videos, I explained, different ailments that I had and things that were holding me back in my life. So I would say that I have transformed in so many ways that I don't even know where to begin. I don't have anything wrote down of what I wanted to talk about today. This is just going to be an impromptu, and whatever comes out of my mouth is pretty much going to come out of my mouth, so bear with me on that. This week especially, I have learned a few things. And for one, life is beautiful. The Lord has blessed us in many ways. I didn't see that in the past. I lived through depression, I lived through anxiety, and I'll be quite honest with you. I gave up on myself a while back, a few years ago. Gave up on my family, gave up on myself, just gave up on life altogether. I am renewed to the point where I just feel incredibly blessed. I've met so many wonderful people on YouTube, just amazing individuals. I can't say enough thank yous for what you've done in my life. And it also comes in from here within. I think a major wake-up call was the fact that my children have now grown and left the house, if you haven't known that already. And I'm an empty nester. So really you start to, think about your life and where it's been and where it's going. It's a real wake-up call because you've done everything for your family, but you didn't do it for yourself. And I'm not by any means saying that my family took away, my life or anything like that. It's just that I never really focused on me, myself, Jen. It was always about everything else and pleasing everyone and making sure that they had everything and, work. And I'm still working, don't get me wrong. I still work 40 hours a week. But I'm taking time for me and pleasing me. And that's what it's all about this week. Is not that I'm out here to support you guys 100% in whatever lifestyle, diet, weight loss journey that you're on. I will support you, guaranteed, 100%, as much as I can. I don't comment as much as I would like to. I may miss a video here and there, or I may watch a video and not be able to comment because I might be watching it on my phone during a lunch break, or just while doing dishes or whatever. But I am here and I am watching you and I am listening to you and learning from you. We learn from each other, guys. We're all on different journeys, and that's perfectly fine. It's 100% okay. Nobody's going to be on the same path in this journey. And it's a journey in life, really. It's not even about the weight loss. It's how we're transforming ourselves completely. I never thought in a million years, and I did this yesterday, I thought about it, but it was like something that was so far-fetched that I would have never done. We have a very big hill in town here. It's not the one that little one I took a picture of before. This is a totally different one. And this hill's very steep. In fact, I hold my breath and pray to the Lord every time I go down it in the wintertime because I am so scared that I'm not going to make it down that hill. Well, I walked up that hill yesterday, and I walked further, and it felt amazing. It felt like I accomplished so much. Yes, I was extremely sore. Yes, it was very hot. It was very humid. should have brought some water with me. I was very, very thirsty. I walked up that hill and it was just an incredible, incredible feeling. I felt like I was on top of the world. And it may sound silly because it's not a mountain or anything. It's not like I hiked a mountain. But to me, it was a major accomplishment. I'm going to pat myself on the back for that one because, as you all know, I was scheduled for back surgery. I was scheduled to have injections. I was going to physical therapy. You know, I had other health ailments as well. Spent a lot of times on the couch. And I'll be quite honest with you, was on pain medications, which I couldn't tolerate. I had to take another medication to take care of the symptoms from the pain medication. It was just ridiculous. But that's a whole other topic, and we'll get into that in another video. So what am I doing different now? If you've seen some of my videos and you've been along the journey, you know that I transitioned from being vegetarian for a while, I think since maybe January, February, to now being completely vegan. And including tons of fruits, veggies, fresh vegetables in my life, as much fresh food as I can. Now I'm still eating processed food, you know, the meat alternatives, the cheese alternatives, things like that. My biggest downfall right now is tortilla chips. I love those guys. So I'm trying to cut those out. I'm also trying to cut out a lot of carbs. We're eating a lot of less bread, less pasta. We're trying to do the veggie noodles instead of the pasta. So I got rid of all my pasta in my house so that I'm not eating it. We do still eat rice, which is perfectly good for you. I'll eat sweet potatoes. We haven't had as many white potatoes, but sweet potatoes mostly. Rice seems to be a big thing in our house. But I'm really trying to cut down on the processed food. It has a lot of different things in it. Although the processed food that I do get does have the protein and everything in it, but it still is processed. And you want to try to get as much fresh fruits and veggies as you can. I am doing the smoothies without any dairy or anything like that, any powders or anything, which is great. If you're doing the powders, that's wonderful, because you can get your extra stuff from that as well. But I add all the kale, spinach, you know, all kinds of fruit, fresh fruit, pineapple, melon, whatever, cucumbers, celery, carrots, whatever I can find. The juicer is great. I do have a couple videos that are waiting to be processed by me on juicing and you know, NutriBullets. I also, you know, I'm just going to do a side note here. I issued a challenge. It's a vegan tag. And I just want to let you guys know that it is open to anyone. And it's not by any means, I'm not going to be upset if you don't participate. I completely understand. It's perfectly fine. I'm just putting it out there for whoever would like to try it. That's all that's meant for. I love all of you. Don't get me wrong. Perfectly, you know, fine if you don't participate. I just want to put it out there because it was something that I thought that would be kind of, you know, fun to do. And so that's there, and I'll probably put a little tag, maybe a link or something to that as well. I told you this video was going to be long. It's going to be all over the place, and I do apologize, guys. I'm totally not prepared for this today. Okay, let's get to the weight loss real quick, and then I'll talk about things that have changed that I feel right now. So if you follow my journey, you know that I started January 21st officially. And that means officially recording, officially, you know, tracking my weight. I wasn't as serious in the beginning. I can be quite honest with you with that. I was following the Weight Watchers plan, which is a wonderful plan, and a lot of ladies are doing so good on it, and I'm so proud of you guys. I just can't say enough. It's amazing how you're transforming and your weight loss. I'm just very proud of you. So January 21st, 199.2. Now, I've been consistently losing, like, say, 3 pounds, 1 pound, 2.8. I did have 1 week where I gained 3 pounds, but mostly it's been losing. You know, some has been slow. This last week I was 175, and that was week 17. This is week 18. This morning I weighed myself, and I took two weights. One was 171.6. That was the lowest. And one was 172 point something. Now, I could put the 172 in here, but I know darn well that later when I go weigh myself, it's going to be right back to the 171. Because that's what happened last week. I weighed myself and it was 175. And then I weighed myself again and it was like 174 point something. So that's just the way that goes. So you know what? With all the hard work I did, I think yesterday I totaled, and I don't have one of those Fitbits or anything. I'd like to get one. But my phone, I don't know if it would sync right and everything because I don't have an iPhone. But anyways, I believe I did about 5 or 6 miles yesterday. I really pushed myself. I went up that big hill, like I said, but I also, instead of going home, I was just so motivated. I kept going, and I really pushed myself, and I'm going to pay for it today, big time. I went around a huge area, and that had to be something miles. So I'm pretty sure I did about 5 miles, and then went to work. So for 8 hours. I don't have a strenuous job, don't get me wrong, so I'm not trying to be all, all that and then some about going to work, but still, I had to work 8 hours, and it's a long day, and it's stressful on your mind, and, so, like I said, this morning I weighed 171.6, so that means that I lost 3.4 pounds in a week. Now, that's great, because I did have a couple things that I know if I would have cut out, definitely, I probably would have lost more. But 3.4 pounds in a week is awesome. I'll take it. And I'm also gaining muscle, guys, because I'm doing all this exercising. I've been going for at least 1.8 every day, and then sometimes the 3.3, and then yesterday the 5. Today, I don't know if I'm going to get it in because I'm doing this video, and I have a couple other videos I want to work on. So today I might just take a break, being that I did so much yesterday. But then tomorrow I'll be right back on track. So 3.4 this week, and I was telling you about what I slipped up on a little bit. It's not really a slip, I guess, but we went to Subway, and they had the whole subs, foot long, for $6, and we ordered the veggie sub on just a regular Italian roll, and the rolls, I'm trying to cut out on those because of the carbs, guys, but I did have that, and I ate half of it there. I had a complete veggie sub. It was amazing. I put the sweet Vidalia onion sauce on there. That is so good. And we also put guacamole on there. I made sure it didn't have milk or eggs in it because you just don't know. They do add that into a lot of those. But we put guacamole in the veggies. And it was so good. I ate the other half when I got home, guys. It was just that good. And another downfall, like I said, was hummus and tortilla chips. Now, if I can just do the hummus with carrot sticks or celery, I'd be so much better off. So I'm working on that. That's my thing that I need to work on. So I think if I would have cut out those things, I think that I would have lost probably more this week, but I will take it for sure. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful week. So far I've seen a couple of videos, and these ladies did amazing. It's just awesome to see how you're changing. I love it. And like I said, guys, I support you 100%. I don't care what lifestyle, what diet, it's not even a diet. I call it a lifestyle, because a diet is something like that you would follow maybe for a week or whatever. But this is something that we have to do for the rest of our lives. This is not a weekly thing. This is our lifestyle change. I'm going to take one sip. I'm so sorry. Yes, I'm still having my coffee. I mentioned in a previous video that it's hard to find the creamers that I like for this. I did find a silk caramel. It's pretty good, I gotta say. It doesn't make it as... I'm used to coffee being, because of the French vanilla creamer, I'm used to it being like a lighter color. This doesn't lighten it up, and it's not as thick as I would like. I'm working on finding one that's a little bit thicker, but the caramel is pretty good. And I went to, what was it, Starbucks, I think it was, at a bookstore. They made me one of those caramel latte thingamajiggies. It was the cold one. Or no, it was a hot one, I'm sorry. And it had, they replaced almond milk or something like that in it instead for me. And I had to laugh. The lady said, "Are you allergic to milk?" And I just said, yeah, technically I am, really, because my blood test did show that I have a dairy intolerance and allergic to dairy. They were going to put me on injections, monthly injections, and that didn't make sense to me. So anyhow, I had that, and that was really good. And I even sprinkled a little bit of cinnamon on top. My husband tried it, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, that's so sweet." He's been drinking completely black coffee with no, and sometimes he'll put one little sugar in it if he goes to Tim Hortons. But at home, he'll have completely black, and I just, I can't do that. It just doesn't sit right with me. I'd rather cut it out completely before I had it with no creamer or anything. I told you this is all over the place, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm having one of those days. Um, so okay, on my nature walks, and even if I'm not taking a nature walk, it is a nature walk anytime you're going walking outside, really, it is. Even if you're in the city, wherever you are. I live out in the country-ish area. I still want to do that home sweet home tag. I hope it's not too late. Hopefully someday I'll get that in. So when I'm walking, I just want to say to listen to everything, like the birds and the, I don't know the specific names for all of them or anything, but sometimes you'll hear like little frogs croaking, and you'll hear like cows in the background, or whatever. Or sight, you'll see little tiny butterflies, and not to get too emotional or anything, but this is kind of how I believe. The little butterfly was following me around, and I've seen it a few times, and I don't know how you guys feel about this, but when I see things like that, it makes me feel that my grandmother, which was my heart and soul, is with me. So I'm like, okay, Graham, yeah, I know. I'm doing great, and it's wonderful. So that's just how I feel, guys. I don't know. But when I see these creatures and stuff, and I see the little chipmunks and the squirrels and all that, it just brings me such joy, just such peace. And yesterday I was walking, and there was a horse farm, and those little boogers, they all came running up to the fence because they thought that I had a treat. I don't know if it's okay with the farmer, so I need to ask them first, because I don't want to just assume that they can have apples and things like that. I'd love to bring them some apples. My sister has some horses next to her, and she feeds them pears and apples off her trees, and that's fine. But this, I don't know, they might be on a special restricted diet or whatever. So, but I just thought they were such mysterious and intelligent creatures. They were looking to see if I was a threat. I mean, they really were. And then they just were so curious, and it was beautiful. It really was. See, things like that, just, I really enjoyed that. I really wanted to walk up to them. I'm afraid of the electric fence for sure. And again, I didn't have anything for them. But that was beautiful, so I do want to take that trail more often. So I guess that's what I've learned this week, is to live my life and to enjoy every second. We had a tragedy happen where someone tragically passed unknown to anyone. There was no like general illness or anything like that. It's not somebody that's in my family or whatever, but I felt horrible for their family because they're there 1 second and they're gone. So it really, I see this a lot because I work in a medical field. It really touches you because you realize that life is precious. You have to enjoy every second. No matter what path you're on or how your life is going at the moment, just enjoy every second because you just don't know what the next second's going to bring. So it really opens your eyes to that. And enjoy every moment. And even if you're struggling and you're in a lot of pain or you have some health issues or whatever, do what works for you. Whatever exercise you can fit in is wonderful. Even if you're doing it at home or at a gym or walking or whatever. But walking works for me because of just the relaxation, and it's perfectly free, and I enjoy the nature and just getting out, and it feels great. That's the main thing. I feel so motivated. I'm motivating myself too, guys. So not only are you motivating me and I'm motivating you, but I'm motivating myself because I'm pushing myself to limits that I never thought that I could do. And every day I push myself a little bit further. Like yesterday I was jogging more than I have ever. It felt amazing. What else was I going to say? Okay, guys, so my videos are totally full here, so I'm going to wrap this up. I hope you guys are having just a wonderful week, and I cannot wait to see your videos on your Transformation Thursday. I know you're all doing great. Keep doing what you're doing, and much love to all of you. I will see you guys all soon. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Talk to you soon. Bye.